Hello. Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders. Thank you for joining us for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for the trading week of August 28th through September 1st. We're in part 2 of our weekly trading game plan. We'll be selecting our top swing trading stocks to watch. We'll talk about stocks we have in our bullpen and our shopping list, as well as our strategies for dividend payers and also our option strategies for additional ways to make income while we look for additional swing trading opportunities to take advantage of. Welcome, Walter Lyons. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. So here's our Google document with our notes for our weekly trading game plan for part 2 for the trading week of August 28th through September 1st. If you have not already seen part 1 of our weekly trading game plan for this week, titled Fallout from the Jackson Hole Symposium 2023, we'd highly recommend that you also view part 1, as this contains our market analysis, our strategies, trade ideas for making money trading in the fallout from the Jackson Hole Symposium 2023. And you can access that via the direct link in the notes, as well as on our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel. We make our notes Google Documents publicly accessible. You can find a direct link to this Google document in the description box below. Our notes documents contain bonus links to bonus videos, tools, or resources we use, etc. We store all of our Google documents with our notes for our weekly trading game plans in a publicly accessible Google Drive folder, so you can refer back to the notes for this week as well as previous weeks, and you can find a direct link to that Google Drive folder also in the description box below. Welcome to Ricky Khan. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. So first we'll review a couple of our trades from the past week, and then we'll look at the charts, and then we'll jump into our top swing trading stocks to watch list. So firstly, we went long shares of Disney on 8/24 at 85.01 for a long-term swing trade investment. You can see our previous due diligence that we have done on Disney for beginner trading via the direct link in the notes. We had previously also had a cash secured put at 85 on Disney, and as you'll see, I canceled that one and just went ahead and bought the shares when Disney dipped. We'll see Disney dipped lower, and there may still be opportunities if you're bullish on Disney to get in at a cheaper price. We also went long MJ, which is the ETF. It's an alternate harvest ETF, essentially on cannabis. It's one of the ETFs we watch for cannabis. We went long on MJ at 301 on 8/21, and you can hear our previous thesis and price targets, etc. on MJ from the previous week's weekly trading game plans. Welcome, Alan Krantz. Thank you also for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Just a quick reminder, if you'd like to get real-time alerts when we enter or exit a trade, you can get that information by joining any level of our Patreon. And we post email, you'll get an email notification when we enter or exit a trade. Also, we have a couple alerts channels in our Discord that are accessible to any level of our Patreon. And we have a Thinkorswim alerts channel where I have price alerts set up in Thinkorswim. When those get triggered in Thinkorswim, they get automatically posted to this Thinkorswim channel. And then you can see if we follow that up with an actual trade, then I would reply to that in the Thinkorswim channel. So you can see when we went long Disney, that triggered, and then I posted that in the Thinkorswim alert channel. If it's a trade not directly related to a Thinkorswim alert, then I would post that in the trade alerts channel. And again, our Patreon members at any level have access to all of these alert channels. So again, I don't ever recommend anyone blindly follow us or anyone else into or out of trades, but if that would help you make money trading, help you succeed in your trading career, then you can get that real-time trade alert information again by joining any level of our Patreon. Good morning, Ollie in the Bay, Tony Roses. Thank you for joining us. Hope you all are doing well. So now we'll quickly look at those charts for those trades in Webull. So firstly, we see Disney. You see I had the price target around 85. We see Disney took a dip. So you can see I got into Disney when it was pretty stable at 85. Then Thursday it broke down. I didn't really see any significant news or anything that caused that significant dip in Disney. I guess they're also in talks with Amazon to do a partnership with ESPN, which I think is a positive news. So again, if you're bullish on Disney, don't think it's going to decline further, you can get an opportunity to even get a better price on Disney right now. Again, this is a long-term swing investment type opportunity. Years ago, our price target on Disney used to be 120. We were looking to buy it at 120. So now that's kind of an upper bound resistance level, and again offers almost a 50% ROI on that trade. So again, for a long-term swing, etc. on Disney. MJ, again, it's been kind of oscillating around 3 for quite a while. So I was watching the level 2, looked like it had pretty good support, block bids at 3. Again, we've been talking about longer term swing in MJ. It did dip down a little bit, down to that 284. So again, good opportunity if you're bullish on MJ. We could see possible upside, near term upside into the 330s. So again, pretty good. Sure, we've swung this profitably a couple times, through these swings. So again, we'd be looking at at least up to that 330 type level for a longer term swing on MJ. Good morning, Easy Mike. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Are you at the beach again today? Hope you had a good day at the beach yesterday. It was a nice beach day here yesterday. So now we'll talk about our top swing trading stocks to watch for this week. These are the ones we have automation on that's running, watching these, notifying us, when it hits our price targets, etc. Again, we're taking Disney off the watch list. Again, as we're already long Disney, if you're, again, bullish on Disney, you can still get a better price. And again, you can hear some of my experience working at Disney and some of my views via this previous due diligence video I did for beginner trading via these links in the notes. We talked yesterday about several of the REITs had been beaten up again and then rebounded a little bit. So you'll see we're adding several of the REITs back to our watch list, one of which we've traded profitably in the past. We're going to put back on the watch list. We did have it in our bullpen. I moved it up to the watch list on 8/21. Concept of our bullpen I'll talk about in a minute. But again, we like land more for price appreciation than for the dividend itself, but it does offer both, and we'll see that in our dividend payers Google Sheet in a little bit. Again, we're taking MJ off as we're already long MJ, but again, if you're interested in that, might be an opportunity to get a better price still. We've been watching MP Materials for quite some time. You can hear my previous due diligence on MP Materials, why we like it. It's a rare earth, US-based rare earth play. It's been slowly declining, and we'll see that in the charts in a minute. Another REIT we've been watching, we had in our bullpen and added it to our main watch list on the 17th, is NSA, National Storage. You can hear a quick take due diligence on NSA via the bonus link in our notes. Again, this is a public storage REIT, and again, we've been watching it for some time. And again, it pays a decent dividend and has a potential price appreciation we'll see in our dividend payers. And the third REIT that we've traded umpteen times over the years is O Realty Income. very popular, Dividend Aristocrat. Again, please note they have a at-the-market offering sitting out there that's going to provide some overhead resistance, so be aware of that. And again, they had some news. They're taking a stake in Bellagio, the casino, which is an interesting diversification. Apparently, they also have an opportunity to buy, I think it was UK-based real estate. So seems like they're diversifying a little bit. Also, as we'll see in the dividend payers sheet, their ex-dividend is coming up next week. So we'll kind of have to make a decision between the dividend and the price appreciation, whether we want to jump into probably this coming week. Just another quick reminder, if you'd like to get more frequent updates to our watch list, anything I make during the week, and or information about our price targets, additional information about dividends or ex-dividend dates, yields, etc., optionality, you can get that information and get access to an automatically generated web page. Comes out every day with updates to our watch list. Again, that's in addition to price targets, etc., by joining any level of our Patreon, and that will give you access to our watch list web page. And if I make any subsequent changes to our watch list, I would post that in a channel, stock watch list channel in our Discord that our Patreon members also have access to. So if I make any changes after that web page is generated, I'll post that in the Discord. So again, if that would help you make money trading, help you succeed in your trading career, you can get information to all that watch list information by joining any level of our Patreon. So now let me grab a quick drink and we will look at the charts for the stocks in our top swing trading stocks to watch list in Webull. Just a quick reminder, if you're not already using Webull, they're still offering up to 12 free stocks. If you join and fund an account in Webull, they're also offering a 5% interest rate on uninvested cash in a cash account. As you see, we use Webull for our market analysis, due diligence, the majority of our trading. And if you join with our affiliate link in the description box below, you can also help support our BeachBum trading community, and we appreciate that as well. Again, I'm using the online browser version of Webull. Another nice feature is you can have many watch lists, thematic watch lists, etc. It's quick and easy to jump between them. So here's again the land, which is the farmland REIT. You see, I kind of like it, 15-ish, 15 or below would be kind of an ideal price target. You can see the previous low is about 1478. It's got price appreciation up into the 1730-ish. So, $3 price appreciation, not a lot of risk below 15. You can see it's recently paid about a 46-cent monthly dividend, pretty consistent. And you can see it's dipped down near that and then had a little bit of a bounce. Again, the REITs had been beaten down, and then the past couple of days they had a little bounce. We'll see if we get a little dip to buy on land. MP Materials, it's been just steadily declining. I'm not sure where the next support level is. This S1 level, is at 1955, but again, it's just continuing to decline. So I'm just looking for it to stabilize The previous support was, around 20-ish, 22-ish, and it's broken down below that. So we're just waiting for MP to establish a new support level and swing back up. We'll get into MP materials. NSA, again, is the public storage REIT. See the recent low when the REITs got beaten up, about 30.90. You see it pays a quarterly dividend of about 56 cents. So again, when we get to dividend payers, we can see what that adjusted yield comes out to. You see, long-term price appreciation, up into the low 40s. So again, $10 potential price appreciation plus the dividend. Realty income, again, the yearly low is at 53. I think FinBiz shows the 52-week low at 55.50. Anything around 55 is pretty good. You can see it's just right around 56. It did dip into the 55s recently. So again, we'll want to make a decision in the near future this week before it goes ex-dividend date again, whether we want to jump into O. Again, the risk, it's got $2, $3 downside, potential upside longer term up into the 60s. So we've got, $7 up, 3 to 4 down. Not a great a risk reward right now. So yeah, if we get a little bit cheaper, but again, we'll have to make a decision on that probably this week. Just checking the chat real quickly. Glad to see you guys are helping each other out, sharing additional ideas. Another benefit of joining our chats, joining our Discord, is our community of traders helping each other out. We have traders with different trading styles, different levels of experience, all helping each other out in our BeachBum trading community, and I greatly appreciate all of our BeachBum traders and our positive community. So now let's talk about our bullpen stocks. Let me grab a real quick drink. Okay, so for anyone that's kind of new to our community, to our weekly trading game plans, the concept of bullpen stocks are ones that I'm not watching real time, not running automation on, but they're ones I've identified that in the near term may present an attractive setup. So we put them in the bullpen. I revisit them at the end of each day. If their setup is improved, as you saw with several of these stocks, MJ, NSA were previous bullpen stocks that we moved up, put them in the game, put them into our top swing trading stocks to watch list. If they break down or run away, then we just take them out of the bullpen. So again, I just spin through these at the end of each day and make a decision whether to put them in the game or take them off. And then we're constantly looking for new opportunities coming up to add to our bullpen. So one we've had in the bullpen for a while is ACNT, potential trade on sector rotations in and out of steel. You can hear our quick take due diligence video via the bonus link in the notes. BDRY, this is an ETF on dry bulk shipping that we've swung profitably recently, and it looks like it's coming back down. So we're going to wait, see if it comes back down to a support level and swings back up, and then we take another shot at BDRY. Talked about land. We had land in the bullpen. We recently moved that up and put it in the game. So right now our stocks in the bullpen are ACNT and BDRY. Look at those charts real quickly. So you can see the recent low in ACNT is about 812. It's been kind of oscillating, hovering around 8 to 9. Again, it's kind of low float choppy, so we'll just kind of see if we get a sector rotation out of steel. Again, it hasn't really reacted to the buyout offers with U.S. steel a whole lot. So again, a little bit of a dip, sector rotation out of steel might present a more attractive opportunity. And again, it's near-term upsides, not super mid 10s, potentially near 12, 1150, 12. So again, we'd like to get a little bit cheaper to get the risk reward profile a little bit better. BDRY, you see we've previously traded up to that spike. It dipped back down, so the previous low is at 448. It does look like it's working its way back down there. So again, if it comes back down in that area, we'd take another swing for this opportunity. Short term, swing scalps and BDRY, plenty of long term opportunity upside in BDRY. Get a nice one we like for swinging, scalping. Okay. Checking the chat real quick. So you guys are having a great conversation, a lot of topics. So shopping list stocks, we've talked about having your shopping list ready. We saw, the recent decline in the markets, reaction, fallout from the Jackson Hole Symposium. We recently talked about, how to set up your shopping list, how to identify good stocks for your shopping list and take advantage of any back-to-school sale in the stock market. We talked about this in more detail a couple weeks ago, so please refer to that back-to-school sale in the stock market video for more details about how to add stocks, identify stocks to put in your shopping list, make sure you're not stuck with zombie stocks, zombie companies, zombie ETFs, etc. So again, you can access that via the link in the notes and also on our BeachBum Trading channel. And we're going to jump over to our dividend payers Google Sheet, look at potential opportunities with dividend payers. Again, this is one of our strategies for parking cash, generating income while we wait for these top swing trading stocks to watch, opportunities to develop and or additional opportunities to present themselves. So I'll open up our dividend payers Google Sheet. And then if anyone in the chat has a particular dividend payer you want to look at in addition to those in our top swing trading stocks to watch list, please throw that up in the chat. We'll try to take a look at those. Just a reminder, you can have 24 by 7 access to this Google Sheet, our dividend payers Google Sheet, as well as our ETFs Google Sheet and our puts ROIC, which we'll go over, that identifies opportunities for selling puts. And again, generating income by joining our Patreon at either the all access or VIP levels. Also, we have a number of videos on how we've developed this, how you can use this dividend payer Google Sheet and our dividend paying strategies. We have a whole series of videos about our dividend payer strategy, and you can access that via the link in the notes here. So I'll try to watch the chat if anyone wants to look at any in specific. Otherwise, we'll point out some of the ones that we talked about already. So we've talked about land and O. So we can look at land. You can see junk. I know Easy Mike was mentioning that JEPI and JPQ are paying soon. Looks like their ex-dividend dates the beginning of the month. I know those are popular dividend payers. Here's land. You can see it pays about a 5-cent monthly dividend. So the dividends, only 3.6%, but it's got an adjusted yield of about 10%. So again, anywhere between 15 and 1667 or up to 24 would give us a 1.66. So again, not a super adjusted yield, but over the 5% you can get from money market or treasuries right now. Talked about MJ. MJ pays a small dividend, but again, we're looking at that for the price appreciation more so than the dividend. We talked about issues with MPW. They've got a court issue with one of their deals on hold, so we're staying away from MPW right now. NSA, again, you can see 56-cent quarterly dividend. Ex-dividend dates September 14th, so we've got a little bit of time on NSA, and again, the dividend yield 6.8, which isn't bad, and plenty of price appreciation. So again, this looks pretty attractive, and we've got a little bit of time for it to come down a little bit, into that 30.91 range. Realty Income, again, pays a 26% monthly dividend, a little over 5%, but again, we're much more interested in it from a price appreciation than just the dividend standpoint. We'd like it around, 55, and then, we can swing it up into at least the 60s, if not higher. Welcome, MD. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Yesterday, we talked about REMX. We looked at this dividend on REMX again. So it looks like that was a special dividend or might be an annual dividend. SAR is one some people like. I think Easy Mike, some other people like SAR. We've been talking about watching TLT, TLTW, waiting for, a seasonal bottom in the treasuries, and watching the adjusted yield in TLT versus TLTW. Again, we're, waiting, see where that seasonal bottom comes in, and then trying to make a decision which is the better play, TLT, TLTW. Shorter term, you can play TMF. Again, it pays a very small dividend, and it's more so for the price appreciation, again, for shorter term day swing trades, etc. Also talked about UTSL. We're watching that for bottom in utilities. So you see it pays a small dividend. Again, more interested in price appreciation than just the dividend. Similarly, XLU pays a small dividend. Again, less price appreciation potential than the UTSL. Okay, just checking the chat, see if anyone else has a dividend payer you'd like to look at. Again, you can go through this, use this dividend payers Google sheet to identify the types of dividend payers, the frequency of payment, the payment dates, the ex-dividend dates, etc., to fit your trading strategy, your income needs. And again, a good complementary strategy to generate additional income in addition to your trading profits. JEPI, yeah, Tony Roses, we were talking about JEPI, JEPI, JEPQ. Again, you can see it looks like their ex-dividends are the first of the month. Looks like they pay about, the following week. You can see, about 10% yield, not a whole lot of price appreciation, and they're pretty, they're relatively high right now. They're near their resistance. So again, but they're relatively stable. So if you're looking for a pretty attractive, stable dividend on a monthly basis. JEPI, JEPQ are popular and attractive in those regards. Okay, I'll leave that guy up just in case someone else wants to look at another dividend payer or has any questions. Another one of our strategies for generating additional income is our option strategies. We sell covered calls against our existing positions when the stock's going up, buy them back when it's coming down, keep the difference in premium as a kind of self-generated dividend. Similarly, we sell puts, in our case, cash secured puts. When stocks are going down, buy them back when it's going back up. Again, keep the difference in premium as kind of a self-generated dividend. I'll open up our puts ROIC. You see, recently we ended up with positions in Moderna. We got assigned a position in Moderna, and so we're looking to potentially sell covered calls or take profit. Actually, that position is now above my cost basis from selling that cash secured put. So we could, if we stop out now, we would actually make a profit above that cost basis from selling that put. And or again, I could look at selling covered calls against it at a higher price. Similarly with Disney, I could have left that cash secured put out there at 85, but I might not get assigned. We've seen it dip before in between expiration dates below our target price and still not get assigned. So in this case, I was comfortable with just buying shares of Disney at 85 and then canceling that cash secured put, as you'll see. A couple changes quickly is I took FTCH off the research tab, not running our automation against that anymore. It broke down. They reported a loss. It's just streamlined my automation a little bit. Also, if you'd like us to do research on any puts, you can let us know. Put it in the comments to this video, put it in the Discord, contact us via social media. Same thing with dividend payers. If you'd like us to research a dividend payer for a potential addition, you can, again, put it in the comments to this video. Contact us in our Discord. Our Discord is free to join. And the only exclusive channels are the ones I pointed out. So again, you can find an invite to our free Discord in the description box below. And please tag us with any questions you might have in the Discord. As you saw, we're BeachBum Trading. All lowercase, no pounds, special characters, numbers, etc. Anyone else is an imposter. And you could also contact us with any questions, requests, etc. via any of our social media sites. And you can find the links to all of those on our homepage, beachbumtrading.com, bum without the U. So again, any questions, comments, recommendations for improvement, you can contact us any of those ways. We also have a whole series of videos on our option strategies, titled Option Strategies for Beginners with Examples. You can find a link to that series in the notes. And we have additional videos on how to trade options on our options playlist. So how to sell covered calls, how to sell puts, cash secured puts, etc. If there's anything we can help you with, MD, about how to, sell covered calls, we do have several videos: how to sell covered calls in Webull, how to sell covered calls in E-Trade, in our options playlist. So if there's anything else we can help you with that covered call strategy, please let us know. So I'll zoom this in a little bit. With the low volatility, options prices really haven't been terribly attractive. You can see I've unhighlighted Disney. I've still got it sitting at 85. Strike price, I could lower that, and I'll probably look at what the options pricing on Disney are and potentially collect data for the future in terms of selling puts on Disney. We can see none of the others were terribly attractive except for Enphase, but the sentiment of Solars is so negative. And we see the ROI on that is relatively low. I was trying to sell Disney at $4.95, and that was about a 5%, but we can see all the other ROICs, which is return on invested capital, is relatively low, so not a whole lot of attractive put opportunities right now, but I keep an eye on this, and I can see who's going down, highlighted in green, who's going up. So if I had sold a cover or sold a cash secured put, I could look to buy it back when it's bouncing back up. The price is decreasing. And again, then we have others, on the watch list that have potential opportunities, and we can look at, Albemarle at 170. Although again, you see the ROICs is quite low. Even at 380, you can see the return on invested capital is below 2%. So again, not terribly attractive when we can either generate more just with money market funds or treasuries or dividend payers. Again, so we're comparing all those different options for how to generate income, how to make money, and again, picking the ones that present the most attractive near-term opportunities. And again, part of our strategy, I see someone mentioning coin. Again, you can sell shorter term and try to buy them back, use these option strategy for shorter term trading. But part of our option strategy is that we only sell puts against something that I'm willing to get assigned, willing to own. And typically, unprofitable companies is not something that I want to get stuck with and get stuck owning. So again, I typically, if it's unprofitable, it's not something I'd consider selling a put on for our option strategies. But again, there are many ways to trade options. And again, we have an options channel in our Discord. So if you'd like to discuss other option strategies with your fellow BeachBum traders, you can join our Discord, discuss. Again, we have topics for futures, Forex, bonds, etc., even cryptocurrencies. If you'd like to discuss those asset classes, different trading styles in our Discord. So I hope that helps. We have, BeachBum traders that trade all kinds of different asset classes, all kinds of different trading styles. So you all can, help each other out in those different trading styles. So. Okay, so I've got plenty of time right now. So if anyone has some tickers you want to look at, we can do, quick due diligence. We can have discussions on other topics. Again, I can answer any questions you might have. And again, we always welcome your feedback on how we can make improvements to our weekly trading game plans, any of our videos, our community. How can we add more value for all of our BeachBum traders? We do appreciate your feedback in the comments. In our Discord, we have a suggestion box also in our Discord, so you can let us know how can we make this all of the most value to our BeachBum trading community. So let me grab a drink and then we'll answer any questions that you all might have. So if people are talking about coin, Amazon, So also in the links section on our home page, you can find quick links to our trading platforms, tools, etc. So if I jump over to FinBiz, want to take a quick look at coin, we can look at it. And it has been in decline, broken down below that support level. So, again, if you're trying to sell a put, you've got a pretty good justification for that. Again, I personally wouldn't want to get a sign because they're losing a ton of money. There's a lot of volatility with news in the cryptocurrency area. So again, not one I'd be interested in selling a cash secured put against in case I got a sign, got stuck with it. But again, if you're short term day trading, short term scalping, options is a way you could potentially sell a put and try to buy it back if it bounces. But again, pretty steep decline there, and it's got quite a bit of downside potential. So now you can use the tool we have in the tools tab of our options ROIC. This option seller tool is very useful. You can see the different ROIs for selling cash secured puts, or it doesn't have to be cash secured. And you'll see things like AMC, AI, and again at the end of each day I spin through this list, but again I just ignore anybody who's unprofitable. So AI is not profitable. Palantir's I've been looking at, but it's the options at a lower price were not terribly attractive. So you can see the percent ROI. So again, coin has shown up there recently. And again, I go through this list at the end of each day, identify anyone that we want to add to our Google sheet, and then the automation that I run collects the option prices on the next trading day and then updates our Google sheet at the end of the day so I can see potential opportunities to sell puts. So again, if you would like us to add something to the research tab, run the automation on, that would help you sell puts, sell buyback puts, let us know. I can always do that. Also saw people discussing Amazon. I have Amazon here. I do have a sale still out at 80. It's pretty low. You can see the premium's not very high, and this is a January 2024. Also got one on TQQQ. Again, January 2024 premiums, again, not very attractive right now. Also so people were talking about Amazon. And Amazon's one of the FANGs, so it oscillates with the kind of flight to safety in and out of the FANGs. Otherwise, it's broken down somewhat, sitting at its 50-day moving average. Got plenty of support there. Looks relatively stable. So if you're trying to sell puts there, I'd be you'd want them to be very short term. Get in, sell it, try to buy it back quickly. We do see this rotation in and out of the FANGs and in and out of tech. So okay, is there anything else anyone in the chat would like us to look at today, or anything else you would like to discuss? Again, you can always let us know in the comments in our Discord, via social media, if you'd like us to do due diligence on any additional stocks. Alan Krantz is asking if I'm more of a chart person. Not, as you'll see, I use technical analysis. I use the pivot points primarily in Webull to show support resistance. I also use FinViz, see the trend lines and moving averages. probably not as detailed technical and into TA technical analysis as some other traders. And then I also use a mixture of fundamental analysis. So you see, we do due diligence. We look at profitability, shares outstanding. So we also we do different levels of due diligence on the stock. So I use a combination of technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and again, experience with some of these stocks to make my decision. So I wouldn't strictly say I'm a chart person, strictly a technical analysis. We use all of these tools to make our trading decisions, because again, we're taking our focus is on longer term swing trading opportunities to capture more potential price appreciation, higher risk reward type of opportunities. We do some shorter term scalping. Rarely do I day trade, and we don't really trade options other than the strategies that we discussed. So I hope that helps answer the question. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us in the chat. And again, if you have any further questions, let us know, and we will answer them as we're able. Otherwise, I hope you have good luck and make money trading the trading week of August 28th through September 1st. And we will see you hopefully in our Discord and around. So have a great rest of your weekend. And again, thank you all for participating and for watching. Have a great day.